Hello, good day. My name is Roger Defoe, Systems Accountant and Senior Software Engineer at my firm, RED Software Systems. I'm just going to illustrate a brief tutorial on parsing time data. On some occasions, I have to reformat data using Excel into tabular format for my convenience or client work. In this instance, there's a course that I imported that has the timestamp, the name, and other extraneous data. I would like to convert this into a table, relatively easy. Formulas is one way to do that. To begin with, when you're working with time, you have to work within a day, 24 hours, and we have to use formulas to massage the data into appropriate format for adding up. Okay, we can do it manually, but if we have maybe several hundred rows, it would get cumbersome and we have to use the power of Excel. So let's say we just kickstart here. I run a test to see if it's a number or not. There's this formula in Excel called isNumber. You select the cell in question. In this case, it's 9 minutes and 52 seconds. Click enter. It says true. If it's true, we want to convert it to a decimal. So we use the if statement, which runs a logical test, and the input is the isNumber function that we used before. If it's true, we want to take the timestamp as is and multiply it against 24. 24 is going to be a constant. So what we do, we use absolute references. Now this basically means you put a dollar sign in front of the letter and the number, and that fixates it. On the keyboard, you just press F4 in a Windows environment, and then that solves that problem. I use parentheses to avoid any errors. If it's false, you can leave it blank or put a placeholder. In this case, I put 0. Close the parentheses of the if statement. Hit enter. It changes it to 9.8667. I just rounded it up. You can put it down to 2 decimal places, whichever method you're quite happier with. We have a situation where it goes past 24, and then you get answers isn't quite what you were expecting. So for instance, when it's 5, you see 120. We don't want that. So we want numbers that are less than 24. There's this other construct called AND. What it does, it runs another logical test to say both inputs into the formula needs to be true. So you want to run a test to see if it is a number and it's less than 24 times the time. So we go to the beginning of the formula and try and close the parenthesis one time so you won't get confused. Put in the, I guess, safety parenthesis as well. And we're working at logical expression number 2. Select the time, times it by 24. Don't forget to lock the cell with absolute references. Press F4. And we want to say this construct is less than 24. Press enter. Should work. Let's just, rather than have messy formulas on screen, let's just copy and paste. So you go down to 5, paste formulas, and you see it comes up to 0. So then we're okay, right? We have values, error codes, so we can go one level above and cancel those out by using if error and tying the whole formula that we painstakingly constructed. If it's 0, if it's an error, we could put in another 0 for consistency. Okay, so you see that disappeared. We just drag that down. Disappeared again. So let's just copy and paste the formula for everything. Just drag it down for the others. You can see here it's almost 150 rows. There's an error there somewhere. We just do it again. If error, go to the end of your input, key in 0, close parenthesis, and just drag it down. Okay. Right. Okay. Hopefully we should select the region and just for completeness, we stick to the two decimal places that we identified. Okay. Right, and now we can safely add up these. That's 393 minutes. So divide by 60, do a reasonableness check. Just about 6.6 hours. Okay, so that's one color. The second column, I want to get the name of the course. What I do, I use offset. These formulas, you can always check the Excel help file. Sorry about that. Okay. You just need to read up on it. I beg your pardon for that error. Okay. We need to do some further cleanup. So let's just drag this down. You see it's already like lining up. Okay. Just widen that up for easier visibility. There's other ways to filter out the information. Let's just say in column D, I'll do a data filter, filter out all the zeros, and that should help us to get rid of the issues. So what we'll do, we'll just select the ones that we don't want. Right, and let's just use clear contents. And hey presto, we got what we need. Let's just use all the blanks here. Right, so we want to leave out the blanks in this case. And then you have your nice tidy list. Thank you very much.